Study regarding the 7 secrets of success as was told by Shiva to Parvati. There was one secret, and it was Guru Pujanam. I said that Pujanam means the endeavor to acquire the attributional stance of Guru. And regarding the import of the term Guru, I said Guru means darkness, the spiritual darkness, the microscopic darkness, and Ru means the dispelling personality. That is the personality that dispels darkness from your mind, from your spiritual path, is the Ru. Now let us see what's the meaning of the incantation that is used in Guru Pujanam. In that incantation, the first line is Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam. I told you in the Ananda Sutram that Brahmaiva Gurureka Napara. The secret of Brahma, his macropsychic and cognitive secrets are known only to him and to nobody else. So unless until he expresses himself through some physical framework, how his secret can be known to others. And that's why it was said that Brahmaiva Gurureka Napara, the king's Brahma himself is the Guru. There cannot be any second Guru. But that Brahma, whose secret is known to him only, expresses himself through a framework, a form. And generally people say that form is Guru, but that form is not Guru. Guru is expressing himself through that form. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam. Akhanda Mandalakaram. The expressed universe, I already told you, this quintessential expression of the world is, although very big, but it is not infinite, because while creating this universe of our static prakriti, that is the static attributions of prakriti, had to be used, is to be used, will be used. And because of static principles, static attributions, it cannot be infinite. Certainly there will be bondage, because bondage is one of the bringing anything and everything under bondage is one of the old substatic principles. But it is very big. And because of its shape being to some extent elliptical, it is called Andra in Sanskrit. Andra means egg of oval side. Brahma is the Anda Brahmanda, the elliptical expression of the cosmic entity. Akhanda Mandalakaram, that breathless and partless expression of Parama Purusha, which is Mandalakaram and Vyaptam Yena Characharam. The Parama Purusha, having this type of 12 mental expression and being all pervasive in nature, Parama Purusha is all pervasive, all pervading entity. And for this verb of pervading, the Sanskrit root verb is wish, and that's why this all pervading entity is also known as a Vishnu. Vishnu means all pervasive. Tatpadam dashitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. But you know, this all pervasive unity, the Vishnu, it remains untouched by microcosm, because microcosm cannot come in touch with this entity, this cosmic entity, without the help of this Guru. That is the link between Jiva and Shiva, and this link is also a part of Shiva. That is, Shiva is Guru. Tatpadam darshitam jena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. And this link actually nominally, which is Parama Purusha, which is Taraka Brahma, is to be followed. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Namah means I surrender myself before your altar, at your altar. Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. You know, while using any eye ointment, you require something like a stick to be used like this. Now, general public, that is general expression of Parama Purusha, that is all microcosms. Although they are parts of that supreme nominal entity, I said phenomenal expression of the nominal entity. They are actually what? They are parts and particles of that supreme entity, of that cosmological entity, but due to ignorance, due to ajnan, due to the darkness of ignorance, they cannot see what is what and which is which. That's why they require the ointment of spiritual knowledge, and it is Guru who uses that ointment with that stick over your eyes. Jnananjana Shalakaya. Chaksurun militam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. And after that ointment of spiritual knowledge is used, what does happen? Eyes are open. Chaksurun militam, chakkurun militam. Eyes are open, and then tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I surrender myself before thee. Chakshurun militam jena. Namah means to surrender. This is called Namah Mudra. Namah Mudra means all my expressions, all my dexterities which had been expressed through my 10 fingers have been brought to a full point. That is, I surrender along with all my dexterities. Churunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Gurur Brahma. What is Brahma? I told so many times that there are three main functional expressions of Paramahamsa. He is the supreme progenitor and all are his progeny. He is the supreme creator, all are his creations. He is the supreme father, all are his sons. Guru Brahma, now he as a creator, as a progenitor, creates everything, and he as the guardian retains, maintains, nourishes everything, and as each and every entity in this universe is of his mental creation, and when he withdraws his mental phenomena within himself, within the nucleus of his existence, then everything becomes one with him. He as creator, generator, I told you, use the first letter G. He as operator, use the first letter O. And he as destructor, use the first letter D. G-O-D. That's why it's called. Now, you know, perhaps most of you know, that whenever anything is done, any vibration is created, wherever there is any actional expression, there must be sound, there must be light, there must be other inferential expressions. And I also told you that during the phase of creation, when he creates, the sound O is created. When he maintains, he retains, he nourishes, the sound U is created. And when he takes back everything within his nucleus, then the sound Ma is created. A-U-Ma, Om. Om represents the entire faculties, all the faculties of the Supreme Entity, and that's why in Sripada Vibhuti Narayana Shruti it has been said, Pranabhatmakam Brahma. Om is called Pranava. Now when he creates the sound, O is created. Who creates? Brahma. Then Brahma plus O is equal to Brahma. The Guru Brahma. Brahma means the creative faculty of Brahma. Brahma plus O is creation, O represents creation. And Guru Vishnu. Already I told you while explaining the import of the first sentence that Vish means to Yes, to enter into what the word I used just now? Yeah, pervading. Vishnu means all pervading, and he pervades. He enters into everything with the help of a spiritual nature of operative principle, and that operative principle is called Vishnu Maya. And the operating agency of Vishnu Maya is Vishnu. And Guru Deva Maheshwara. What is Deva? Jyosate prayate yasmadujyate jyosate devi tasmad deva iti prokta suyate sarva devatai. All those vibrations, that all those expressions, all those actional manifestations that vibrate the entire creation and force the entire creation towards the goal from electronic imperfection to nuclear perfection. They are called Deva. So, all actional manifestations of the Supreme Entity, all are Deva. There are many Devas, but amongst them, the Supreme Deva is the Supreme Entity, and the Supreme Deva and the minor expressions of those actional manifestations are called Devata. That is, Devatas are being supervised and controlled by Devas. And amongst Devas, the greatest Deva is Mahadeva, Deva that controls all actional manifestations. Now, this Mahadeva, he controls all actional manifestations within and without, micros and macros. You may say, without macros, everything is within macros. Without macros means that portion of macros, that portion of the Supreme Entity that remains unmetamorphosed, that didn't undergo metamorphosis, he is called Maheshwara. Mahadeva, Maheshwara. Now, it is he who has got the power and right and stamina to control the expressions of Devatas and Devas. That is, the withdrawing power is him. So, whenever he withdraws anything from this world, and we cry aloud, we say that particular entity has died. But he simply withdraws those actional manifestations of so many Devas and Devatas. And that's why he is Mahadeva, Maheshwara. And regarding him, it has been said, Tava Tatvam na janami idrishoshi Maheshwara Yadrishoshi Mahadeva Sadhishaya Nama Nama. Oh Maheshwara, we don't know how you are. How do you withdraw all the actional manifestations of so many Devas and Devatas? You have got the existential faculty of existing, and to that, rather for that existential faculty, we offer our namaskara. You know what type of existential faculty yours is. I do not know, but it is of some type. To that type, for that type, I offer my namaskara. Guru Deva Maheshwara and Guru Reva Parama Brahma. Expression side, express side is called Apara, and witnessing side is called Para. Then, when Para becomes the witness side, the witnessing side becomes Paraspara. Para for the Para. Now, the Supreme Para, Para of all Paras, is Parama. That Guru, that is, that expression of the Parama Brahma, that dispels all your spiritual darkness, is Parama Brahma. That is, the Parama Brahma exhibiting himself in the form of Guru just to dispel the clouds of ignorance and spiritual slumber from you. Parama Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. To that Guru I offer my pranama.